High above the world, Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571 cuts through the majestic, snow-draped Andes. Turbulence rocks the aircraft, a stark reminder of nature's raw power amidst the breathtaking scenery.
Inside the cabin, youthful laughter and spirited chatter fill the air, a vibrant contrast to the harsh landscape outside.
Their buoyant energy echoes through the confined space, momentarily eclipsing the looming uncertainty of the journey. Unaware of the impending storm, the passengers continue their revelry, their laughter a fleeting symphony in the vast, indifferent mountains. Inside the turbulent airplane, the pilot fights desperately with the controls as sweat glistens on his brow. The aircraft bucks violently, each lurch sending shivers of fear through the passengers. Overhead compartments burst open, spewing luggage and personal items into the aisle. Panic surges through the cabin as the reality of the situation sinks in. High in the Andes, a plane hurtles toward disaster. The aircraft violently strikes the snow-covered mountain, a catastrophic collision. Metal screams as the plane begins to break apart upon impact. Debris scatters across the pristine white landscape, a stark testament to destruction. The crash site is a macabre tableau of twisted metal and shattered lives, a desolate graveyard under the unforgiving sun. Amidst the chaos, survivors emerge, their faces etched with confusion and agony, struggling to grasp the enormity of the catastrophe. A lone figure stumbles through the debris, their body battered and broken, each step a testament to their will to survive. The silence is broken only by the moans of the injured, a haunting symphony of suffering that echoes across the desolate landscape. A mother clutches her child, their faces streaked with tears, seeking solace in each other's embrace amidst the surrounding horror. The wreckage looms like a skeletal beast, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the capriciousness of fate. Amidst the desolate expanse of the crash site, survivors cling to each other, seeking warmth against the biting cold. The moans of the injured echo through the night, a haunting symphony of suffering. Silent, towering mountains encircle the survivors, casting long shadows that deepen the sense of isolation. Each breath hangs in the air, a visible reminder of their fragile hold on life in this frozen wasteland. Their eyes reflect a mixture of despair and a desperate hope for rescue in the face of overwhelming odds. Amidst the wreckage, survivors wander in a daze, their faces etched with the raw horror of the crash. Desperate hands tear at fabric, fashioning makeshift bandages to staunch the flow of blood from the wounded. Others scavenge through the mangled metal, their eyes searching for anything of value amidst the destruction. Coco Nikolic steps forward, her voice cutting through the chaos, a beacon of strength in the aftermath. Her clear and strong voice offers words of encouragement. With unwavering resolve, she assigns tasks, guiding the survivors with a natural authority that belies the surrounding devastation. Inside the mangled airplane wreckage, dust hangs heavy in the air, illuminated by slivers of sunlight. Hope flickers in their weary eyes as they gather around a battered radio, desperate for a sign. Static crackles, a cruel symphony of despair, punctuated by fleeting snippets of a distant broadcast. A voice crackles through the static, delivering a devastating blow. We regret to announce that after an extensive search, rescue operations for the missing flight have been called off due to... The survivors look at each other, faces reflecting the crushing weight of abandonment. Amidst the airplane wreckage, Coco Nikolic stands resilient, a beacon of resolve among the scattered debris. Dust motes swirl in the faint light, illuminating a scene of chaos and survival. Coco's voice cuts through the silence, his words ringing with unexpected optimism. "This is good news," he declares with unwavering conviction. "It means we're going to get out of here on our own." Hope flickers in the eyes of the survivors, fueled by Coco's indomitable spirit. Against a desolate landscape littered with aircraft wreckage, the survivors huddle, their gaunt faces telling tales of exhaustion and despair. Survivor 1 declares, "We're out of food, and water's running low." Survivor 2 despairs. "We've searched everywhere. There's nothing left." A chilling suggestion hangs in the air as Survivor 3 states, "There is something." Survivor 2 vehemently refuses. "No, I won't do it. There has to be another way." At the desolate crash site, the weight of loss settles heavily on the survivors as they gather. With solemn reverence, they begin the heart-wrenching task of preparing the bodies of their fallen friends. Each action honors the profound sacrifice of those now lost. The air is thick with unspoken grief, a silent tribute to their comrades. In this somber ritual, they find a measure of peace amidst the devastation. The landscape bears witness to their sorrow, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. Weeks after the crash, a desolate landscape is consumed by snow, and the survivors struggle against the biting wind. Every morsel is a treasure as they meticulously ration their dwindling food supply. Each bite a calculated necessity. Precious drops of melted snow offer a lifeline in the unforgiving expanse. Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa stand apart, their gaze fixed on the distant, snow-capped peaks. In the vast Andes, Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa embark on their desperate journey. Driven by a flicker of hope, they begin their ascent into the unforgiving mountains. The biting wind whips around them as they press on, their resolve tested by the harsh terrain. Against the backdrop of snow-capped peaks, their figures appear small, yet their courage echoes through the mountains. Days later, Parado and Canessa embark on a grueling ascent, their figures dwarfed by the colossal Andes. Battling bone-chilling winds, their determination is tested with each arduous step. Exhaustion claws at their limbs, and the threat of altitude sickness looms large, yet they press onward. Driven by desperate hope, they seek a path through the imposing mountain range. At the mountain's peak, Parado and Canessa confront the biting cold, their breaths misting in the air. Before them, A seemingly endless expanse of jagged, snow-laden mountains stretches into the horizon. The immensity of the landscape overwhelms them, its daunting scale pressing down with silent force. A fleeting shadow of despair crosses Parado's face. Canessa's eyes reflect a similar struggle, mirroring the desolation of the peaks surrounding them. The weight of their situation settles heavily upon them, a stark realization dawning in the face of the unforgiving wilderness. In the unforgiving Andes, Parado and Canessa press on, their gaunt faces etched with exhaustion. The relentless elements batter their weakened bodies, testing the limits of human endurance. The biting wind whips at their tattered clothing, a chilling reminder of their dwindling hope. Starvation gnaws at them, each step a testament to their fading strength. Despair threatens to consume them, casting a long shadow over their desperate journey. Yet, they continue, driven by an unyielding will to survive against all odds. Amidst the stark, white expanse of the Andes, Parado faces the relentless, biting wind. The vast landscape mirrors the daunting challenge ahead, an endless white stretching into the horizon. His breath mists in the frigid air, a visual testament to the brutal cold that tests his spirit. Closing his eyes, he summons the warmth of cherished memories his family's faces, their unconditional love. A renewed strength surges through him, washing away doubt and replacing it with unwavering resolve. With eyes now open and determination etched across his face, Parado proclaims, "We may be walking to our deaths, but I would rather walk to meet my death than wait for it to come to me." In the desolate expanse of the Andes, Parado spots a lone horseman across the rushing river. "Hope ignitis as he recognises Sergio Catalan." Desperation infuses his voice as Parado cups his hands around his mouth, amplifying his cry. "Help!" echoes across the barren landscape, a plea cutting through the silence. At the riverbank, Parado's final act of desperation unfolds as he hurls a rock across the rushing waters. The makeshift message sails through the air, a fragile hope against the vast wilderness. The rock lands near Catalan, the note carrying words of survival and urgent plea. The narrator's voice echoes, revealing the stark plea etched in ink. "I come from an airplane that crashed in the mountains." The narrator continues, the desperation growing. "When are you going to come to get us?" Under the relentless Andean sun, Catalan rides tirelessly across the harsh terrain, a solitary figure against the vast landscape. Each stride of his horse echoes his unwavering resolve to reach civilization. The sun glares down, yet Catalan presses on, his silhouette a testament to his determination. With each passing moment, he moves closer to his goal, driven by the urgency to alert the authorities. The rugged mountains bear witness to Catalan's relentless journey, a race against time itself. Against a backdrop of endless white, helicopters descend like saviors from the heavens. The long nightmare ends as rescue arrives, etching relief and disbelief on the survivors' faces. Tears stream down weathered cheeks, a release of pent-up fear and sorrow. Others stand frozen, their eyes wide with a profound incomprehension of the miracle unfolding before them. The whirling blades herald the end of isolation, offering a passage back to life from the brink of despair. In the heart of winter's desolation, hope descends on spinning wings, a beacon of deliverance. Inside the helicopter, survivors huddle in thick blankets, a collective portrait of exhaustion and fragile relief. Amidst the roar of the helicopter, medical personnel navigate the tight space, their movements a ballet of care and precision. Wrapped in the warmth of blankets, each survivor finds a moment of solitude, their eyes reflecting the harrowing journey behind them. The medical team offers solace amidst the mechanical symphony, their gentle touch a beacon of hope in the tumultuous sky. The hospital buzzes with controlled chaos as doctors weave through halls, their white coats stark against the backdrop of weary faces. Sunlight spills through the towering windows, casting a golden glow on the exhausted survivors. A surge of reunions as families rush in, their faces a mixture of relief and utter fatigue. Raw emotion saturates the air as loved ones embrace, tears freely flowing in a cathartic release. Whispers of hope mingle with the echoes of trauma, creating a symphony of human resilience. Amidst the lingering scent of antiseptic, life reclaims its space. Fragile, yet persistent. Bathed in the glare of relentless cameras, the survivors stand, their faces canvases of exhaustion and unbreakable resolve. Survivor 1 declares with unyielding conviction, "We came face to face with the unthinkable, but we didn't break." Survivor 2 adds, "We found strength in each other, a bond forged in the heart of darkness." Survivor 3 proclaims with fierce hope, "Hope, that's what kept us going." The belief that even in the darkest night, dawn will eventually break. Against the stark backdrop of the Andes, a simple memorial stands a silent testament to lives surrendered to the mountains. Weathered and scarred, the survivors return, their faces reflecting a poignant blend of grief and gratitude. They stand on the desolate crash site, where echoes of survival whisper through the barren landscape. Each step is heavy with unspoken memories, each gaze a profound act of remembrance. In the solemn silence, they pay their respects, their presence, a living tribute to those who remain among the peaks. The mountains watch over them, silent witnesses to a story of loss, resilience, and unbreakable bonds. Years etched into their faces, the survivors gather on the beach as the sun sets in a blaze of glory. Memories linger as Old Man 1 recalls, "I still remember the cold, the biting wind." Old Woman 1, her voice soft with remembrance, echoes, "And the silence, that deafening silence." Old Man 2 affirms with quiet strength, "But we survived. We made it through together."